Hello and welcome to Calcott's 2020 5th grade promotion ceremony. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem by Alicia in Mrs. Poffenbarger's class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, boys and girls, I would like to introduce you to our guest speaker, Carter Griffin, a former Calcott student. Carter Griffin is a graduating senior of Granby High School's class of 2020. As an elementary school student, Carter began his education here at Mary Calcott Elementary. For middle school, Carter went on to attend the Academy of International Studies at Rosemont with a focus on military science. While he was there, he was a member of the Sea Cadets, where his desire to join the military began. For high school, Carter attended Granby High School, where he played football, was on the wrestling team, a member of the Granby Singers, and was a peer mentor for other students. He also joined the NJROTC program. While in the NJROTC, Carter spent time learning everything about the military. He spent time at basic leadership training as a participant and leader. He led new freshman cadets through cadet summer orientation training. He attended Area 5's Sales Academy and Leadership Academy over the summer of his sophomore year. Carter has held many leadership positions in his unit to include Operations Officer, Teams Commander, Executive Officer, and finished as the Commanding Officer of the Granby's NJROTC unit with the rank of Lieutenant. In the fall, Carter will be attending Virginia Tech and joining the Corps of Cadets on an Army ROTC scholarship. Carter plans to major in criminology and sociology with an emphasis in cybersecurity. Please welcome Carter Griffin.
Hi, my name is Carter Griffin. Coming back to Mary Calcott is always a wonderful experience. It doesn't seem like it's been 70 years since I attended Calcott. When I left Calcott and moved on, I had no idea what middle school or eventually high school would really be like. But there is one thing that I did learn very early on in middle school. I discovered that I had a desire to serve our country. My grandfather and great-grandfather served in the military, but I was too young to hear and understand their stories. So all of this was kind of a new thing to me, but I was determined to be the best cadet that I could be. By that time, I finished the Sea Cadet program at the Academy of International Studies at Rosemont. I was a ship leading petty officer, and I went on to Granby High School and join the NJRTC program, and there my desires eventually joining the military was growing even stronger than before. I pushed and I studied again, and I was determined to be the best cadet possible. I finished the school year, I struggled, and I persevered to rise to the top of the ranks and become the commanding officer of Granby High School in NJRTC. I will admit, it was very hard. There were times that it was very difficult and times I just wanted to give up. I was not going to let myself down, and in the back of my mind, I had a goal set in my mind to be the best cadet that I could be. And I was determined to do just that. I'd like to tell you a story. It's called the Parable of the Frog. There once was a bunch of tiny frogs who arranged a competition. Their goal was to reach the top of a very, very high tower. A large crowd had begun to gather at the base of the tower to see the race and cheer on the contestants. And so the race began. The tiny frogs all started to run and climb their way to the very large tower. Honestly, no one in the crowd really believed that these tiny frogs would ever reach the top of the tower. Listening to the crowd, you could hear the comments, "Oh, it's way too difficult," or "These frogs will never reach to the top," or "These frogs can never reach their goal, can never succeed," or "No chance they will succeed. The tower is just too high." The tiny frogs began to slow down. They lost their energy. One by one, they all started to collapse from exhaustion, except for those frogs who rebounded and pushed on with their renewed strength. They began to race higher and higher and continued to scale the massive tower. The crowd still continued to yell, "It's too difficult. No one can make it." More tiny frogs gave up and gave in to the beliefs of those in the crowd, except for one. One frog just wouldn't give up. Despite all the crowd was saying and all the negative attitudes, it kept climbing the high tower. The tiny frog never seemed to slow down. The whole time it was climbing. Near the end of the race, to the top of the tall tower, everyone seemed to have given up. After a large effort, though, that one frog reached the top. Naturally, all the other frogs wanted to know how that one frog managed to make it all the way to the top. One of the other tiny frogs asked the one how it succeeded. It had found the strength to reach its goal. Well, it turned out the winner was deaf. He couldn't hear the crowd yelling the impossibilities at him. The moral of the story is, don't give in to the negative thoughts of others. You see, you are just like this tiny little frog in the story. You all are on a journey that is sending you off to middle school. Your journey, however, doesn't end after high school or college, or if you can imagine this in the future, after your retirement. People along your journey in life will always be there to tell you that what you want is impossible. Your greatest desires and wishes will be taken away from those who choose to fill your head with doubt and negativity. Words have power. They have the power to inspire, the power to persuade, and the power to tear down. Likewise, you all will be shaped by the people around you. Throughout your days at Calcott, you have had great parents who have supported you, wonderful teachers who you can turn to for help and guidance, and people in charge like Miss McIntyre and Miss Hannigan, who can always provide solid advice and a helping hand. And I hope you have a wonderful group of friends as well. As you move on to middle school and beyond, remember that the people around you will shape who you become. It is impossible to avoid negativity entirely, but you can choose friends who think with positive attitudes and who will support you. As you close out this chapter of your story, remember to have your goal in sight. Look for that very high tower and race to the top. Block out the negativity surrounding you. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you will be right in the end and finally seek out positivity in your life. From now on, when you see a frog, remember that the story of the little frog was determined to make it to the top. Ignore the negativity and reach his goal, just like you can.
And now a message from the top academic students in Mrs. Poffenbarger's class, Ms. Meyer's class, and Mrs. Solano's class.
Hello, I'm Jacob Skinner. I would like to welcome you to our 5th grade virtual ceremony. This year I was in Miss Myers' homeroom class. But in order to be successful, we had to build on the foundation of our education from pre-K to now. So I would like to thank all the teachers and staff who helped us with our problems over the years. Even though we didn't get to do some of the fun stuff like the kickball game, which the kids would have won, we still had the best year ever. So in closing, I would like to thank all the teachers and staff and congratulations to all the students. Best of wishes to all.
Hi, my name is Nehemiah Fu. I would like to thank my family, teachers, and friends. My family because they are always there for me. I'm grateful for my teachers teaching me at school. My friends, they make school fun. I especially would like to thank God for giving me strength. I've had great memories at Mary Calcott. My best memory is in 4th grade when my teacher gave assigned seats. I thought it was a terrible idea, but it turned out to be a great idea. It was then when I made new friends and met my best friend. I hope the future is bright for Mary Calcott and the kids keep working hard and study for those tests. And classmates, it's almost over. And I believe this experience at Mary Calcott will help my friends and me succeed in 6th grade.
Congratulations, friends. We made it. We survived 5th grade. This is not the year we anticipated, but we've made the best of it. I know for some of you this is just the start of summer, while for others it is the end of an era. Some have been together since pre-K, and others, like myself, joined later on. Today is our last day of being all together, for soon we will be off to new places. I want you to know, and this includes my teachers, that you have helped to make my time at Mary Calcott Elementary some of the best times of my life. From Battle of the Books to Harry Potter Club, and what should have been the best performance of Seussical the Musical ever, we have had an amazing time. Thank you to my friends for always being there, to my teachers for helping me grow, and even to my little sister for always hugging me in the hallway. Honestly, this school is just so awesome and amazing and just wow. So congratulations, 5th graders. We did it!
And now let's recognize our 5th graders who will be moving on to middle school next year. And we will also acknowledge our 5th graders receiving the Principal's Award for making straight A's all school year.
From Mrs. Myers' class, Bryn, Micah, Anna, Jayana, Jomar, Jacob, Kayla, Angeline, Riley, Josie, Alex, Kate, Lisa, Alexandria, Zachary, Dylan, Robert, Riley Patrick, Tristan, Gianni, Jacob, Kalia, Amaya, Julius, Miles, Sean,
Miss Solano's 5th grade class. Jordan, Julian, Maria Lara, Tony, Troy, Sydney, Aiden, Christine Elizabeth, Krista, Magali, Logan, Annie, Vicky, Aubrey, Casey, Malia, Maya, Aiden, Kinley, Rayshawn, Samaria, Anaya, Jacob, Avon, Chrysalin, Aaron,
From Mrs. Poffenbarger's class, Adrian, Cadence, Blake, John, Cordarian, Enrique, Nehemiah, Jalen, Rebecca, Brianna, Christian, Kamari, Caitlin, Melvin, Azaria, Nizea, Joseph, Logan, Bryson, Olivia, Robert, Alicia, Leslie.
Wow, it has been quite a school year. I am so disappointed we aren't able to celebrate your moving on ceremony in person. I'm very proud of you all, and I'm so thankful for the time I've had with you as your school principal. I want to leave you all with this message. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Boys and girls, please continue to be amazing, and I'm looking forward to hearing about all the wonderful things that you will do in middle school. Congratulations.